Welcome back to our third episode of our Scandinavia trip. In the last episode we followed the TET track from Kristinehamn to Sysslebæk in Sweden, and this time we will head further to Norway. I realized I never explained what TET means. TET stands for Trans-Euro-Trail, and those are free of charge GPX files you can download from tracks all over Europe. It was still quite early in the day when we noticed a little detour on our GPS. We decided to go for it, and it turned out to be a quite well-known place amongst travelers. You can see it in several other YouTube videos.
So actually this would be the perfect place for a shelter. You have the shelter, you have the toilet, and you have the lake. But it's just the morning for us, so we will head on. TET, Norway. It looks pretty much the same.
After approximately the first half kilometer on Norwegian gravel, we had a small lunch break. But as you can see here, it wasn't the same as in Sweden. The landscape changed completely. You will always have some mountains on the horizon, which we didn't have in Sweden.
Hi. Need help?
No, just have to decide if I'm going this way or...
Okay, perfect. Then have a good trip.
Sometimes it can take an hour to meet another motorcycle, so I thought it's always a good idea to ask if someone needs help. We decided it was time to have a lunch break, and we stopped at one of the most beautiful places we saw on the entire trip. If there weren't so many mosquitoes, this could be a beautiful place to spend the night, as there also is a shelter. But it was still too early for us to stop. After some nice gravel tracks along the landscape, we arrived at our camping site for the night, where we put up our tent. After a very cloudy day, the next morning the sun came out and we headed out for the lake to play some kids stuff. Despite the sun, the water was still pretty cold.
Ja, wirklich.
With fresh energy we started the day on the bikes and we saw a lot of cows, but also a red deer.
So yesterday the weather was kind of cloudy and we were tired, but today the sun is shining and we are on our second day of TET Norway.
We had to stop a few times to take photos and just stare at the beautiful landscape. And we had to stop again when we saw a beautiful bridge crossing a river next to a lake and took out the drone. Here we took a break next to a canyon, but without the drone we wouldn't even have noticed it. I'm not sure how these purple flowers are called, but they were mesmerizing along the way. And then suddenly, somewhere in the middle of nowhere, something happened we were kind of waiting for.
Hi.
Hi.
Nice bike.
Thank you. Brand new?
Yeah, this one is brand new. We met another northern rider up here in the north. Do you know the Vipps app? It's only for Norwegians, right?
It's connected to the debit cards in Norway.
Okay, because I think it won't work for us.
The guy with the Norden also showed us a video on his phone from a water crossing, which we were really surprised about, and then we saw it was just next to the track, so you don't have to go there, but it's fun. After we crossed this beautiful mountain ridge, we approached the next valley, where there was also a village and a camping site where we would stay for the night. But first we had to go up another mountain, which is called Tronfjellet.
It's going up the serpentines. Can you see those serpentines?
The views were just amazing, but it was also quite steep, especially for Franzi. Not sure if you can see this, but it was really windy up there on the mountain, and the drone gave me warnings about high wind speeds. We came back safely from the mountain, arrived in the village down in the valley, and went to our camping site where we booked a nice little cabin again. That's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to see more of this, please like and subscribe to the channel.